Comrades, thank you. We're here to celebrate the life of one of our greatest leaders, a beautiful revolutionary and a beautiful human being by the name of James Connolly. We're going to begin the gig here with a few words from his daughter.
Wakened up, it was about 1 o'clock at night, and the message that was given was that the prisoner, James Connolly, wanted to see his wife and eldest daughter. And Mama, it jumped to my mind immediately, you know, all had been executed up to then except himself, and Sean McDowell immediately jumped to my mind that he was going to be executed. But Mama had the idea that he wasn't well, that it had taken a turn for the worst. Anyway, we got ready, we went there, we were taken in an army lorry right through Dublin. It was an awfully queer, eerie trip, because we were staying in William O'Brien's house at that time, coming down through Connolly Street, and all the still smelled burning, you know, they still got that horrible smell of burning, and not a soul on the streets because there was curfew, you know, at that time. And we went through the dimly lit streets and not a soul. We didn't even see a soldier until we came to the bridge. There was some there. And we went up to the castle. I don't think I told you on the first visit, but every time we went there, we were searched. Not to see that we didn't bring anything in I suppose to help him end his life or something like that. But the last time we went up there, the nurse said, "I'm supposed to search you." But she said, "You give me your word, you have nothing that he can do away with himself with." He said, "I won't search him." So I said, "What do you think?" She said, "We would help him to die." So she didn't search us, but she pulled us away. She said, "Keep away," she said, "in case they might look just through the keyhole or open the door suddenly and say I wasn't doing my job." So then went after, she kept us there for a while, and then she opened the door and she called us, "All right," and then as we went up. So when we got into my father, he said, "Well, Lily," he said, "I suppose you know what this means." I said, "Oh no, not that." He said, "Yes, Lily." She broke down then and she said, "What a beautiful life, James." She said, "Your beautiful life." And he said, "Wasn't it a full life, Lily, and isn't this a good end?"
There are lines of marching men and squadrons pass me by. No pipe that hum nor battle drum did sound its rat-tat-tat. Bell or the feast well rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town, they hung out the flag of war. What was better to die neath an Irish sky, or sort of And from the plains of royalties, strong men came hurrying through, where Britannia's hands with their long-ranged guns sailing by the foggy dew.
The night fell black, and the sound of each and every rifle's crack made perfidious Albion reel. Mid the leaded rail, 7 tongues of flame did shine where the lines of steel. And by each shining blade, a prayer was said, that to Ireland our sons and daughters be true. And when the morning broke, still the war flag shook at its folds on the foggy dew.
The bravest fell and the sullen bell rang mournfully and clear for those who had died on that Easter tide in the springtime of the year. And the world did gaze in deep amaze at those stout-hearted men and women who bore the fight so that freedom's light might shine in the foggy year. 'Twas England bade our wild geese go, that small nations shall be free. But their lonely graves are by Suvla's ways on the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, how they died by Pierce's side, or fought with Connolly. Their names we would keep where the Fenians sleep beneath the shroud of the foggy. So back to the glen I rode again, my heart with grief 'twas sore, for I parted with those gallant men I never would see no more. Until if round my dreams I will go, and I live and pray for you. For slavery fled, our rebel dead, when you fell in the foggy year. Thank you very much for the welcome. I'm shaking the brick there. I'm just going to introduce you to my comrades here on stage. It's Patsy O'Dorian here on the mandolin. Next to Patsy, we have Martha Gainey on the flute and whistles. On my right here are the dynamic duo. Padre Gallagher on guitar. And last, but by far, Terry Conlon. I'm going to ask Padraig here with these South Armagh brogue.
The best country ever!
To read this next piece that was written by James Connolly.
With assistance of technology.
Set that bomb off.
We only want the earth. Some men, faint-hearted, ever seek our programme to retouch, and will insist whene'er they speak that we demand too much. 'Tis passing strange, yet I declare such statements give me merit. For our demands most moderate are. We only want the earth. Be moderate, the trimmers cry, who dread the tyrant's thunder. You ask too much, and people buy from you aghast in wonder. 'Tis passing strange, for I declare such statements give me merit. For our demands most moderate are. We only want the earth. Our masters all a godly crew, whose hearts throb for the poor. Their sympathies assure us too, if our demands were fewer. But most generous souls, but please observe, what they enjoy from birth is all we ever had to nerve to ask for, that is, the earth. The labour folk are full of gale, base doctrine ever preaches, and whilst he bleeds the rank and file, tame moderation teaches. Yet in despite we'll see the day when with sword in its girth labour shall march in war array to realise its own, the earth. For labour long with sighs and tears to its oppressors knelt, but never yet to aught save fears did the heart of the tyrant melt. We need not kneel, our cause no dearth of loyal soldiers needs, and our victorious rallying cry shall be, we want the earth.
We want the earth!
Italian company.
Yeah, with the line on Instagram.
Alright. What song?
We're going to be singing some song for you tonight from the album, and then we're going to have a wee celebration too. So we're going to we've got two sets here this evening. This next song is about a man who was a part of the same movement as James Connolly in America. He originally came from Sweden, and his name was Joel Hägglund. He came from a place called Gävle, just north of Stockholm. He went to America, the land he beloved, believed was the land of the free and land of opportunity, only to discover abject poverty, misery. So he joined the union. He agitated for the wobbly movement, the IWW, the Industrial Workers of the World. The same union that James Connolly agitated for when he was in America. So I thought, you know, if we're going to do an album about James Connolly, we'll do an album about the people that fought for the same cause, died for the same cause, would have been inspired or influenced by him, or events would have been inspired by the same revolutionaries. So this is a song for Joe Hill. The Yanks called him Joe Hill because they couldn't pronounce his name.
Terminology and all, right?
I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Said I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, said he. I never died, said he. And Salt Lake Geo, but God said I am standing by my bed. They framed you on a murder charge, said Joe, but I ain't dead. Said Joe, but I ain't dead. The copper bosses killed you, Joe. They shot you, Joe, said I. Takes more than guns to kill a man, said Gio, I didn't die. Said Gio, I didn't die. I'm standing there as large as life, smiling with his eyes. Said Gio, what guns can never kill goes on to organize. It goes on to organize. From San Diego up to Maine, in every mine and mill, while the working class fight for their rights, 'tis then you'll find your hand. 'Tis there you'll find your hand. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Said I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, said he. I never died, said he. I'd like to call Padre Carroll back to the stage, please. Go on, Go on. Go on, Finn. I'm starting to settle a wee bit. The nerves were terrible earlier on, folks. Just have to excuse me. It's running about like headless chicken. Starting to settle now.
Someone check it, isn't it?
This next song was written by one of our leaders. He was executed not long after the revolution of 1916. He was a headmaster, a Gaeilgeoir, poet, storyteller, songwriter. He loved his country and his people dearly, so much so that he gave his life for it all. And he wrote this song about the days, not when our leaders were men, but when our leaders were women, got a lot of things right. But a woman called Grania Whale from the West. Her name was Grace O'Malley in English. She was known as the Pirate Queen. There's so many stories about this legend. Grania wasn't happy about the fact that there was English soldiers in their territories, and it is said that she went to the Queen of England to protest about this. The Queen was taken aback by this woman had suddenly shown up, quite threatening towards her. She was searched anyway and they discovered a dagger on her. There's a number of different stories about her. She said she had the dagger to defend herself. There's another story that she was going to remove the Queen's head. She challenged the Queen to remove the troops. She would not have been lovely. Yeah, typical Grania, eh? But Queen Elizabeth was so taken aback by this woman that she had married her and befriended her and granted her safe passage back to Ireland, and for as long as she lived, no English soldier would set foot in her territories. And she returned to her people. Her people were so surprised to see her come back alive that they greeted her in the old Gaelic way, which is a term that you would use if you hadn't seen someone for a long time, for example, or in that instance weren't expecting to see them again. The song was written by Padraig to encourage volunteers from all around the world to come back home to Ireland and to end centuries of colonial tyranny. But as we know, that wasn't to be. But we'll dedicate this song to the memory of every man and woman who tried to make that happen. Sing along with us if you know the chorus. I asked for water to give me water of life.
Get it, Andy.
Oh yes, can I, excuse me, the Granias, speaking of Granias, would you please welcome Grania Smith to the stage? Sorry, You can't, do you?
Got it, I got it.
Can I get some water from somewhere?
We'll all squish over, we'll all squish over. Oh God. Fuck.
Up this way here.
No, sorry.
Grania's an absolute genius on the box.
No.
Yes, you are.
Up, Cam.
Me that you're banging into me like fuck, I'm trying to work.
Right.
Just listen, just do it. Just do it.
I'll try, alright?
No, you'll do it.
Have a few pints of me.
I don't care, just stop banging into me.
Alright.
Here, see you guys.
Yeah, throw me out,
Right,
no way.
right, knock on the head.
Right.
We're hoping to celebrate a wee bit, haven't we, folks? It's been a long 2 years. We done this 2 years ago. And about a year later, this crowd just happened to creep out of the woodwork, one by one, and they gave their hearts and their souls to James Connolly. Beautiful. Kavan bellen var det begra Givardingam Gå givrag er kärlav merla Eshtjati Avashna Without it, no vodka for Bianna yeah, Shatan, Grania, Lagafnina, Yashka, Akvaristan. We'll drop it for the second set and go for the marker point instead.
Okay.
Now, just to explain, is all that. So a couple of the musicians couldn't make it here tonight. Young Sean Twin, for example, his wife's she's heavily pregnant, and I think they're away to the hospital. So there could be a wee twin and a wee Doherty rolling about tonight, all being well. I wish them all the very best. And Brian McCauley, we haven't heard tell, he probably went on the Rip God, and he's probably landed somewhere in Galway. Pile of shite. But so there's a couple of songs we've had to skip, and this is one of my own songs, and it's written about a comrade of mine who I met many years ago by the name of Jared Davison from the Market. So one or two in here from the Markets, I think, isn't there? No, where the Market folks? This is probably the most difficult song I'm ever going to have to sing in my life because of the whole personal thing. But I met Jack when I was about 17, many years ago, when I was at a gig in the Felons up in Andytown. It's the first time I played in West Belfast. I was 17 years old. I didn't come back to West Belfast until I played in the Celtic and then this beautiful place here, the Red Devil Bar. This is where it all really began. Rebels and revolutionaries up and down the road and up and down the country, and next thing you know there's Basques and there's Catalans and there's all sorts of wonderful people doing wonderful things around the world. But this isn't rehearsed, this song. Rory Canaan was meant to be here tonight, but he's had to go to a wedding in Donegal. But we're going to give it our best anyway. Where's Patsy? Do you want to do a wee harmony on this? Yeah, please. We've got to get this song to the memory of Jock Davison. The people's pride and joy, a father, a brother, a comrade or friend, you were faithful right to the end. The market boy, he was born into a country whose heart was torn. Great persecution, murder and hate, it nurtured plantation states. The invader brought death in deep hearts, treated our people like dirt. So along with his comrades he helped the cause, he fought for the freedom of all. Oh, the market boy, the people's pride and joy. Father, a brother, a comrade, a friend, you were faithful right to the end. Fearlessly you led the way, in the hope we would all see one day the foreign invader withdraw from our land and the birth of our people's republic. Battered and rotting in cells, how on earth could you live through such hell? No sooner had you walked through those gates than you ran back to war. Oh, the market boy, the people's pride and joy. Father, a brother, a comrade, a friend, you were faithful right to the end. And the love for the people was true, and the people truly loved you. In the darkest of days there was nothing that you wouldn't do. One May morning in the soft rain, Big Jock in cold blood was slain. It's so hard to believe that you're gone. Will we ever see your legs again? Oh, the market boy, the people's pride and joy. A father, a brother, a comrade, a friend, you were faithful right to the end. Oh, the market boy, the people's pride and joy. Father, a brother, a comrade, a friend, you were faithful right to the end. Rest in power, Big Jack. Would you please welcome young Terry Oak up to the stage, please. This is the mini-me of Terry Senior from South Armagh. Phenomenal guitarist. And would you also please welcome up Grania Smith on the box and Martha Gainey on the flute. Yeah. This next song that we're going to perform is over 160 years old, and it became an anthem for the Citizen Army and for the Transport and General Workers Union. It's quite likely that it would have been sang among many other songs, glorious songs, during the Easter week of that revolution, that glorious, glorious revolution. It was written by a fella called Darby Ryan from Banshee in County Tipperary, and it's a true story, believe it or not. When you hear the story, you're probably going to have difficulty believing it, but it's a true story. And it's about the arrest of a herd of goats by the Royal Irish Constabulary for blocking the Queen's Highway. Darby and a number of people thought that this was so ridiculous that they should write a song about it. And the song became a protest song that was used by the masses during the many demonstrations during the likes of the Dublin lockout and like I say 1916. So we're going to sing that, and then we're going to go into a jig, and the jig is called the Monaghan Jig. I think they work really lovely together. So you're set? Yeah? Shipping was it one night in duty and patrolling. Now when he spied and got upon the road, took him bar and strolled around. But by the fixed it that he was, cut some by the whistle, and swore the many of the son of prison. Let go of me, I put you where the horns. Let go of me and leave your bruise and torn now. Oh mercy, sir, the good for a brain, and let me tell me story. Oh, I am no rogue of a man, no crappy wig or toggy. Oh, I'm getting down on my crime, but he all high treason. My tribe was wanted at this time, but this is the ranting season. Oh. Let go of me, I put you where with my horns. Let go of me and leave your bruise and torn home. I will chastise your insolence and violent behaviour. I'll burn for such a you, they sent me, you will gain no favours out. The magistrates were all sent to sign the condemnation, and then from God you will be sent for speedy transportation. Oh. Let go of me, I put you where with my horns. Let go of me, I leave you bruised and torn now. With a Spanish on this neighbourhood of peaceable and tranquil, there's no disturbance here, thank God, and long may it continue so. I don't regard your overcome, a sin for my committal, but my jury will be gentleman and rat me out and quit alone. You wear with my horns. Let go of me and leave your bruise and torn out. The bunch of people was out one night in duty and patrolling. He spied a goat upon the road, took him for a stroll around. What bailiff fixed its alley pot, cut some by the whistle, and swore out the many of the son of the prison. Oh. Let go of me, I'll poke you where with my horns. Let go of me, I'll leave you bruised and torn home. Let go of me, I'll poke you where with my horns. Let go of me, I'll leave you bruised and torn home. That concludes the first set. We'll be back in a few minutes. And it's a song written about a group of Irishmen known as the Tunnel Tigers. The Tunnel Tigers were ground workers and underground workers, and they broke records for the speed that they could remove rock and mud and shit and all sorts of clay. The conditions were horrific that they worked under. Some of them even lost their lives, but we'll dedicate this song to them. And then we're going to go into a reel from a place where I fell in love with many years ago and I've remained. A place called the Coolies. Coolies comes from Connolly, meaning ancient Ulster. I think so.
Like foxes play, running by a silent long country, trading a tunnel to the London clay. Locked out routes, roll fats on mazes, salmon leap on bush will be. Fisherman of Connolly, trading a tunnel to the London clay. Shield on jacket. Sonny Jangay, and Carlo Boy's home come driving a tunnel to the London clay. Down the dark and the tunnel tigers, far from the sun and the light of day. Down in the round sea monster, they're driving a tunnel to the London clay. You see the round jacket. Jacket,
I'm going to put in a request myself here for Paul. This is kind of off the tracks a wee bit, but it is a lovely air on the whistle, and it's a tune was written by Finbar Fury, and it was one of my favourite tunes when I was very young, but all during the years then all the folk bands would have picked up on the tune's called The Lonesome Boatman, of course, and they would have bastardised this tune a million times over until one night in Carlingford a few years ago. I was playing with this client here in Mad Acres, and he played The Lonesome Boatman exactly the way Finbar Fury would have played it all them years ago. It's even that. Where are you going, Paul? I thought he was taking stage fright there, but he's coming back. Anyway, it'd be lovely to get the best of all for this tune. It's called The Lonesome Boatman, the way it should be done. Paul McGann. poverty of sweat is much relief.
Harry, you gotta sing a song.
I will after a while, eh?
Go ahead, this one.
Yeah, yeah.
This next song is one of my favourites, and it was a song written by a Scottish singer-songwriter who's no longer with us, a man by the name of Hamish Imlach, and he wrote a beautiful, beautiful song called Black is the Colour.
It was written about our pet Labrador dog. It's a black-haired dog.
Black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground when she stands. I love my love, I know that she knows. I love the ground around she goes. And I wish the day summer would come when she and I could be as one. To the clay and then mourn and weep, or satisfied I never can keep. I write her a letter, just a few short lines, then suffer enough a dozen times. But black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground where she stands. For black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, I love the ground where she stands. I love the ground where she stands.
Okay, money, she wasn't the best looking, but he took his chances. But from day one, he paid the high price because she wore the breeches. I apologise for the domestic violence in the middle of this song. And she does retaliate, and she breaks a teapot on his legs and breaks his legs. It's a lovely song. The lesson is always marry for love, not for riches. So there's a bit of a make-up at the end, and we threw 2 tunes in at the back end, and that's the love making after the make-up. You know yourself, use your own imagination. Where's Martha Gainey? Where's Martha Gainey to get on the flute for this set? Yep. Where you be and listen to my lamentation. I girded a girl beyond compare, I loved her with all admiration. At length in time she became my wife, was not for beauty but for riches. At dawn the time she gives me strife, because she says she'd wear my riches rich. Oh, Paddy Gane, it is my name, my height it is 5'11". But me wife, she's nearly not as big. She only measures 4'7". The head she lay off, tip, left and bed, lights and switches. Her skin that glows and turned to black, still she says she'd wear my breeches. I am a tailor by me trade, at cutting out I am quite handy. But for all the money that I make, she lays it out on day.
People, whatever you may be, I sing of a brave Belfast man who's called the army's might, but it should turn and say it on the murder brave John McGann, the murder brave John. Go on, do Patsy. We'll sing it a wee bit higher. What do you reckon? A wee bit lower. Is it Jerry Adams version of it? No, that's different. Come on, you fine people, wherever you may be. It'll be more like along the end. I sing of a brave Belfast man. Here we go. Well, do you think people, whatever you may be, I sing of a brave Belfast man. Well, it's gone the Irish might, but it should come and say it. And they murder brave John McCann, John McCann. They murder brave John McCann. In the Belfast bakery in the August of the year, when internment was imposed at the land, 6 volunteers from Belfast got 60 years to pay, and the leader was Joe McCann, Joe McCann. The leader was Joe McCann. We fought for the people in the market where he lived, in defence of the rights of man. But a higher branch crew hold the soldiers what to do, and they murder brave Joe McCann, Joe McCann. They murder brave Joe McCann. But he carried no guns, or he started to run. to escape them as many's a time before. But one bullet brought him down, as he lay on the ground. They shot 10 times more, 10 times more. They shot 10 times more. His cause was the freedom of the people of our land, the Protestants and Catholic working class. But he caused the bosses steal, for this they paid him dear, and they murder brave John McCann, John McCann. They murder brave John McCann. So come on, you may be bad, whatever you may be, I'd sing of a brave Belfast man who will scorn the army's might of the chicken and say, and they murder brave John McCann, John McCann. They murder brave John McCann. Yes, they murder brave John McCann, John McCann. They murder brave John McCann, John McCann.
I wasn't going to sing this next song. I wasn't going to sing the last one. I'm going to sing a wee song that got me into an awful lot of trouble many years ago. I'd like to dedicate it to Big Jimmy sitting at the bar there for giving me the opportunity to do that. Thanks, Jimmy. And of course the opportunity for this beautiful evening tonight is down the head. Big round of applause for Jimmy Connolly at the bar, please. Right. Why do you all pump me up these things? This is the revolutionary version of what used to be the famous song in a children's programme many years ago. This is the ballad of Postman Pat. If you want, yeah. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat had a black and white cat. Early in the morning, as the revolution was dawning, Pat get burned and gagged up by the Earps. Yes, everybody knows his bride red van, and everybody knows that the Earps can be quite mad. Someday you could never be sure there'd be knock. Ring Bobby story at your door. It took our leader! Doesn't really like me anymore. Sorry, Bobby, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It fitted, it fucking sounded great and everybody fucking loved it. What's the problem? Oh, it's just the horse of the new Lord Mayor. The Earps are up and everywhere. Well, put a stop to that. Well, this is fun, so he can be our only happy man. Then everybody saw a big white van, that's right. But nobody knows where the 26 million went to. Someday you could never be sure there'd be no ring Jerry at your door. Champion, right? And so he left down fast many's an Armagh. He got protection from the local row. There's down there a region with no robberies to engaging. The Pat feels he's a really happy man. I love a happy ending, don't you? He's not going to get me into more trouble. I'm in enough trouble as it is. Right, folks, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to do a reset. It's called Jenny's Chickens.
Last set.
We get the crew up.
First Mark on the flute. Go ahead.
This is the last set of tunes, folks. I'd like to thank you very, very much for coming here this evening. You've been an absolutely beautiful audience. Here all together, friends, comrades, to celebrate the beautiful life of a wonderful, glorious revolutionary, James Connolly. We're going to finish off with a set of tunes now and leave this for the night. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Massive round of applause for Chris the Soundman too, please. Eddie doing lights. Ava doing the door. Who we missed, Eddie? Who we missed? Oh, and Anna over here, all the way from Sweden.